So, it's me, your boy K Samson. I have this video to give us about breadwinners. Yes, the truth is this. I know that there are many people out there who God have called to be a breadwinner in their family, like Joseph, David, Esther, Anna, Samuel, etc. Many of them. You know what I'm saying? So I know that we have them up there. Maybe you are in that position where you are the only person who is now in position that can help others, that can do this. But there's something you need to do, you need to hear in this video. You need to be careful. Yes, believe me. Because breadwinner, there is also an oven that they use to make the bread. Yes, I have been in a place where they made bread. If you have been in that place, you know how bread is being made. So you being a breadwinner, that does not mean you ought to allow the oven that they use in baking the bread to hurt you. What does that mean is this. Think about it. When you are tired, you ought to rest. Even if you are a breadwinner, when you have that feeling that where you are going to is not secure, you have to save yourself. Because think about it, if you die because you want to, risk that mission, who will take care of your mom? Who will take care of your sibling? Who will take care of your nephews, your uncles? Whereby God have placed you as a breadwinner. If you are a breadwinner, you need to secure yourself. Just believe me. Many people may not like me for the sake of this video, but if you wait to the end, you understand that I'm speaking it for your own good. I'm letting you know that you need to secure yourself for the sake of those whom you are providing for. Yes, believe me, you have to provide for them. But I'm not saying you ought to become broke to provide for them. You ought to go down because that's why I said if you are tired, you need to rest. If you are weak, you need to have rest. If you feel like eating, I have one of my friends who tell me something, I'm tired. We work in the same place. I'm tired, but I need to send money home. I need to give my people money. I need to do this. Believe me, even if you walk from here to heaven, you cannot satisfy everyone. You cannot. Why am I saying this is because if you are a breadwinner, that does not mean you ought to allow the oven to heat you. Because if that oven heats you, you have to think twice. Who will bake the bread? Or who will distribute the bread? Or who will give the bread to them? That is why you need to be careful. If you are tired, rest. Because believe me, people whom you are helping, is good to help them because God has placed you in that position where you are now able to help. You are now able to assist them. It's good, it's nice. I'm not condemning that. But you need to be wise. You need to use your 429 because if anything happened to you today, they will still move on. Yes. And even if they are not capable of moving on, but think about it, what about your parents? If peradventure now, maybe you said, let me hustle, let me do this, something on the way, or maybe you hear that there is a shotgun in that place because you want to do what? You want to go back. Let me go back. I don't want to sleep outside. I don't want to do this. Let me risk it and go back. And they showed you who will be a provider, who will be a bread winner. If you are on your journey and you are the only one who provides for your family, and you know that the time is already late, rent hotel, take B&B, launch a hotel, save it. The next money you move on, life continue. That's why the Bible says we should be wise as a serpent and be harmless as a dove. My brothers, You being a breadwinner, you need to understand that there are many people around you that you are carrying. That if you go down, who is going to be there with them? Who is going to encourage them? I'm not talking about only money. Who is going to encourage them? Who is going to help them? Who is going to assist them, either by word or by courage? So my brothers, my sisters, be careful. I have one of our Africa immigrants in Spain whom they said they were working, the kind of work I work, which is very, very hard work. They were doing farm work. So this guy was sick and tired. According to the people he was living with, he said he don't have money to pay, light bill, and he don't have money to do some certain stuff. Then because of that, he decides to go and do what? And go work. And on the way, while he was walking, he collapsed and died. Imagine if he is the only breadwinner in that family. Before they could get another breadwinner, to take some years. That's why I always urge you, brothers, sisters, whether you are a father, you are a mother, and you don't have money, you are tired, rest, eat well, drink well, take care of yourself. Stop thinking I want to, because the money we are now stressing is good for us to be rich. It's good for us to hustle. God don't want us to be lazy. But remember that your health is the first. Your body is the first. Because if anything happened to you, you will not even have time to be thinking about that money. You will not have time. There's something that happened recently, that one of my friends was rushed to hospital in Nigeria. They carry him to a state, a very amazing state. But when they get to the hospital, 3 hospitals was occupied with people who are sick, no empty bed. That is to tell you that, brothers, I'm not saying it's their fault. Neither do I know what happened or what occurred, why the whole hospital was filled with people who were sick. But all I'm telling you is this. Those ones who are there sick, they don't even have time to think about money, not their business. So that is why I am urging you, brothers, if you are tired, rest. Because if maybe you are trying to impress your master, you are trying to work hard. If anything happened to you today, your master will replace you within an article of hour. Yes, believe me. That guy that died in Spain, believe me, they said there were 2. The other one died right in the farm. Why the other one? Why he was just, entering home. After some hours, he collapsed because he's already exhausted. No more strength. So what am I trying to say is this, choosings. Why you are thinking, why you are the provider, always provide for yourself. Have time for yourself. Have time. Take good care of yourself. Eat well. Maintain yourself. May God bless you. Remain blessed.